Top performers from Week 9. Your top rusher was the quarterback for PSJA, back from injury, Eddie Mancha, 303 yards and a touchdown. Aldo Silva of Donna also looking good, 276 yards, 4 touchdowns there. Receivers, well, most of them were from McAllen Rowe, and why not? After that 63-point whooping they put up, Adrian Salazar, 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tony Bimpong with 2 touchdowns of his own. And the top quarterback, well, it wasn't Javier Obregon, but it should have been. 578 yards and 6 touchdowns. But Shea Patterson outgains him by about 15 yards. Gilbert Vasquez of Lopez also as well. Bird Bowl happened on Friday, and the 20th edition was, just like 15 others before it, a win for the Harlingen Cardinals, who came on strong in the second half. Dion Condi had a big game, and so did Senor Once. How about Mark Rosales? He was the #1 receiver on Friday for Brandon Garza, getting it done right here. Afterwards, he talked about the big win for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was exciting, really exciting. My coaches were all... They were ready. They said that this is my time today, and was.
Got the trophy. Meanwhile, Harlingen South's got another big game to play, 2 in a row against Los Fresnos this week. Where do you see this game going? Let's talk about what Harlingen South has to do to rebound from Bird Bowl to get a win against another set of birds, these wearing maroon.
Yeah, I think Lanny Wilson will have them ready. You know, this was kind of that gut check game for them, the Bird Bowl was, to see exactly where they were. They didn't have that signature win, per se. They can get it here in Week 10 and get that momentum going into the playoffs. You know, Wilson wanted to get that playoff spot before the last 2 games. They got that. Now he wants the momentum going into the playoffs. So it's going to be a big game for him.
Who have you got winning?
Well, it's a stinging loss for Harlingen South to come off of, but they can get it done. The Los Fresnos Falcons are going to come in there. I don't think they've got the weapons to do some things defensively that the Harlingen Cardinals did. Therefore, South gets a win.
All right, well, let's talk about it. You've got Los Fresnos Mono. You've got Harlingen South, Joe. I don't even remember who I picked. I think I picked Los Fresnos. Hey, I did. How about that? Because this one could go any way, guys. And take a quick look at the 32 5A standings. And there you have it. Los Fresnos and the Harlingen in at Division I. Harlingen South and Brownsville Veterans in at Division II. Who will they play? Well, gosh, nobody really knows. Brownsville Veterans and Wesco East is set. Harlingen South could play any one of the McAllen schools. Harlingen could play Weslaco. Los Fresnos could play McAllen. It all depends on what happens this next week. Brownsville Veterans last night coming up with a big win over Brownsville Pace. You know, some Pace folks thought that the 44-3 win might have been a little running up the score, but Marco Munoz didn't throw those last touchdowns. They had a lot of sophomores playing. They've got a week off. I don't see a problem with what Brownsville Veterans did last night. Do you, Armando?
I don't either. You know, when you put backups in and second-string guys, they want to perform. They want to do well, and you know, Paces. I've seen higher totals than 44 on them this year, and maybe, perhaps it's just the frustration setting in of a tough year.
That could be.
If they wanted to run the score up with the starters, they had a chance to, and they didn't. I was at the game in the first half, and by the second half, again, we've talked about it so often. When you put in second and third stringers, the kids are not going to go out there and try not to score. They're going to try to get numbers. They're going to try to earn playing time, and so they're going to try to score.
All right, that is it for this part of Sunday Sports Extra. We are coming back to talk about District 35A and 31 5A and the call of the year from Bruce Bush. It's all when we come back.